Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Eventually, Musalia Mudavadi unleashed his long-awaited earthquake. An earthquake that saw him abandon his former Oka principles and embrace a new principle. In the course of the day or in the course of that convention, we saw Kalonzo, Gideon Moi, and Jimmy Wanjigi attending that meeting or at that convention, after which shortly they bolted out. They walked out on Musalia Mudavadi. Shortly after that, we saw William Ruto come in, an indication that Oka's bolting out or walking out on Musalia Mudavadi was because they had gotten wind that William Ruto was on his way to that convention. So it's an indication that maybe, as usual, Tanga wanted to use Musalia Mudavadi to hoodwink Kenyans to even a possibility that actually the Oka team as a whole were embracing William Ruto. But that backfired earlier today at Bomas of Kenya, Nairobi. But that's our analysis in the next video. Because so far as I talk, Oka spokesman has already made it clear that they are parting ways with Musalia Mudavadi. For Musalia's friend is not their friend. That's our analysis in our next video. But in this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to have a look, to dissect some remarks by Purity Wangui Ngirici, Kirinyaga women representative. Ngirici in the recent days has been making news over some of her utterances about UDA. She was there. She knows exactly what happens in UDA. So upon William Ruto attending Musalia's convention at Bomas, Wangui Ngirici had this to say. One thing I like about Musalia Mudavadi is that he came with ANC and not his stomach. Very soon, those who call the shots shall be at the window when dinner is served. That's Purity Ngirici. What does this mean, ladies and gentlemen? That's our analysis and discussion right now. If you've just bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you. Reading through this post, Purity Ngirici is just trying to attack Mount Kenya leaders who are currently in UDA supporting William Ruto. And in one way or the other, Purity Ngirici is trying to sympathize with them because Purity Ngirici strongly believes that as time goes by, as August approaches, then some of these Mount Kenya leaders shouting at the top of their voices, supporting William Ruto, they'll all be rendered irrelevant in the new political equation as we head towards August election. And Purity Ngirici believes that instead of the likes of Rigathi Gachagua, Kimani Ichung'wah, Alice Wahome, supporting William Ruto maybe through their own parties, they are choosing to support William Ruto in UDA, where they are not really actually guaranteed. Purity Ngirici believes that these leaders, the likes of Rigathi, Kimani Ichung'wah, and Ndindi Nyoro, they are just supporting William Ruto because of their stomach. And in this case again, she's actually giving Musalia some credit that he has decided to work with Ruto through his party, ANC. That's what I tend to believe Purity Ngirici is just trying to expose to Kenyans. But through this post, ladies and gentlemen, I'm tempted to ask one question. When William Ruto was saying that he was not interested in forming alliances, that UDA is a national party, was he actually serious that UDA was a national party? That's the first question I want us to answer. The second question, when William Ruto was on record stating clearly that some of these small parties are village parties that is not interested in working with? Was he also serious? Those are two questions I want us to answer, and answer them very briefly, or rather in summary, in this video right now. To answer the first question, when William Ruto was stating that UDA is a national party, I strongly believe William Ruto knew he was lying to Kenyans. He was trying to create a perception that UDA is actually a national party. That was deliberate for maybe William Ruto to attract some support from amongst Kenyans who don't actually understand the true political realities in Kenya. William Ruto knew UDA was not a national party. And as now, when I talk, William Ruto, if he's a smart politician, who he thinks he is, maybe he has been trying to portray himself as smart, I know he knows that if an election was done today, then the only voting basket is assured of is maybe just some sections of the Kalenjin Rift Valley, and no more, no any other votes from anywhere. That is the reality. So when William Ruto was trying to say UDA is a national party, he never meant that. He was just trying to build UDA, maybe to get some support across the country. But as things stand today, UDA is just a party dominant in some parts of the Rift Valley, and in this case, Kalenjin Rift Valley. Mount Kenya will dump UDA very soon, even before August. That's something I've been stating here. And then secondly, when William Ruto was stating that he doesn't want to form alliances with village parties, tribal parties, was he actually serious again here? In my considered opinion, William Ruto was also not serious about that. And he knows that what I'm trying to say. William Ruto had tried, but all these top ethnic or other political leaders were avoiding William Ruto. And I hope you are just trying to understand what I'm trying to say. For a leader to be avoided by some of your colleagues, it simply means they have studied you and they have known you are not worth their support. So previously, all these leaders, the likes of Mudavadi, Wetangula, Kalonzo, all that team, they felt William Ruto was too weak for them to support him. But now Musalia Mudavadi is supporting William Ruto not because he thinks William Ruto will win, but in my considered opinion, he is trying to support William Ruto. Maybe as a rebellion against Raila Amolo Odinga. He's just trying maybe to crack a bone with Raila Amolo Odinga. So in his thinking, he thinks that by supporting William Ruto, then he's injuring Raila politically, which again might not be the case. Because Musalia's dilly-dallying or Musalia's working with William Ruto actually makes Raila even stronger in Western. Because now, the few Mulembe votes Musalia Mudavadi could have confused into voting for him or even into voting for William Ruto can now see clearly that this Musalia is a Ruto stooge. Somebody is just being used by William Ruto for some selfish political gains. So the thing here, ladies and gentlemen, when William Ruto was talking about village parties, he was not actually serious about that. Because look at Musalia Mudavadi. Almost all the elected leaders have dumped him. Almost all strong aspirants from Mulembe, Western, are all angling in Azimio. Look at Moses Masika Wetangula's party. Almost all elected leaders have dumped him. Why is William Ruto now embracing them? William Ruto is disparate, and all along, he was very disparate for some of these leaders maybe to team up with him. Yes, maybe to team up with him. Because now this Musalia, maybe working with William Ruto, has just given William Ruto some kind of a perception. He's now being seen as now not alone, something like that. So William Ruto actually was very disparate for even a Moses Masika Wetangula to work with him. He was very, very disparate for that. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, I tend to believe we've just answered those two questions of whether William Ruto was serious about UDA being a national party, which we have seen not. He was not serious because UDA, even right now when I'm talking, is predominantly a Kalenjin party. And that's a given fact. That's the reality of Kenya's politics, and we have seen it before. Secondly, Ruto, when he was talking about forming alliance with that he can't form alliance with small village parties, he was also not serious again. He was just trying to escape the embarrassment that no political leader wanted to work with him or to be associated with him. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you that if you've just bumped here for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. To any other person, that's the kind of analysis we do here. If you are a fan of us but you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. God bless you. God bless Kenya.